Have you ever stopped to think that the world works backwards? It might sound a little crazy, right? But what if I told you that, as strange as it sounds, the more you understand this, the better your life will be? Yes, the world works in a way. That defies conventional logic, and if you understand this principle, you can achieve the goals you're after more simply and quickly. I know, when you hear this for the first time, you might think I'm out of my mind, but let me explain. The concept behind this statement is scientifically grounded, and in this video I'll show you how it connects with our lives. I won't take much of your time, but I hope by the end you'll have a completely new perspective on reality. To start, it's important for me to share a bit of my journey with you. I was raised in the Christian faith, and that's where I learned values that still guide me today. Now, before you think this is just another religious video, let me clarify. I'm using the Bible only to illustrate a valuable lesson that surprisingly links science and spirituality in a way that could change how you live. During my childhood and adolescence, I was encouraged to read the Bible, and although I drifted from the practice, that reading foundation still helps me today. Over the years, though, I've realized something fascinating. The ancient scriptures, like passages about the future, always seem to make sense when we compare them to modern scientific knowledge. I know you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with the world working backwards? So let me give you some examples to explain. Imagine you're desperate for something, maybe a new job or wanting to attract more money. Anxiety takes over, and you can't stop thinking about the future. This is a mistake we all make. But did you know, the universe doesn't respond to that anxiety? And more than that, the more anxious and desperate you become, the farther away your goal seems. I've been through this many times, and I promise you, it's not easy. But trust me, the solution to this dilemma lies in understanding one simple concept. The universe and even our minds respond to trust. Let's pause for a moment and reflect. One day, Jesus asked a question that seems simple, but actually has a huge impact on how we should live. He asked, "Why are you worried about tomorrow?" Think about it. It's almost as if he's saying, stop stressing about what you can't control and focus on what you can do right now. This lesson, written millennia ago, has an impressive parallel with today's scientific discoveries. Today, with the knowledge we have access to, we can understand that anxiety about the future is not just an emotional issue, but a distraction that pulls us away from living fully in the present. Scientists confirm that excessive focus on the future and fear of what may happen block the energy we need to act effectively in the present. This is where the transformation point comes in. Many of us, since childhood, have been taught to believe that in order to succeed, we must work hard, push ourselves to the limit, and never stop. This is a limiting belief, and the worst part, it's completely wrong. Because in reality, the more you worry about success, the further it slips away from your grasp. Do you know the real key to achieving what you want? The real key is trust. And instead of worrying about what the future holds, the solution is trusting that things happen at the right time. As Jesus said, don't worry about tomorrow. And instead of obsessing over the future, focus on what you can do now. Because it's in the now that things begin to happen. The human mind is fascinating. It has the power to make decisions automatically, without you even realizing it. And many of the decisions we make are programmed since childhood. Our conscious mind is responsible for a small portion of our actions. The rest? It's all automatic. This includes beliefs like, to be successful, I need to work too hard. And this limiting belief makes you think that success is something distant, difficult to achieve. But when you become aware of this, you begin to realize that you don't have to struggle so much. The key is reprogramming your mind, starting to believe that things can be easier than they seem, and trusting that by allowing things to unfold naturally, you'll reach your goals much faster. And this is the principle of how the world works backwards. Instead of despairing, instead of forcing things, you need to trust, relax, and act in the now. Let's take another example. Have you ever heard the saying, money goes to those who already have money? Well, there's more truth to that than it seems. When you are calm and confident, when you're not desperate for money, it comes to you. The opposite is also true. The more you worry about what you don't have, the harder it is to get it. Now, what's the secret? How do you attract what you want without desperation? The answer is simple, but it requires practice. Start studying, invest in yourself. By acquiring knowledge, you begin to break free from limiting beliefs and create space to attract everything you desire. This is what will bring you success, prosperity, and peace, the things you've been striving for. Deep down, the secret of the universe is that when you stop worrying and start trusting the process, what you need will start coming to you. That's what it means for the world to work backwards. So the next time you catch yourself in a moment of anxiety or worry, remember, you don't need to worry about the future. Just do your best today and trust that everything will align. If this video made you reflect, if you felt something new being planted in your mind, leave a comment below and share your experiences. I want to hear what you think about this, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss more content. That will help you achieve the freedom you've been searching for. See you in the next video.